for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The world is an ugly place right now. It seems that at every turn there's another crisis, another barrier to peace and prosperity, another obstacle to fight, another cross to bear. More of our citizens, women, children, and grandkids are turning to something, anything, to mute the pain and create a false sense of peace. Society has been infected by drug addiction, a disease fueled by a loss of hope. We see it on the news, we watch it online, we feel loss in our communities. This disease is killing our friends and neighbors. Last year alone, over 64,000 lives were lost. That is more casualties in a year than we saw during the height of the Vietnam War. And this is a war, too. A war being fought in the streets and in our homes, and we are losing. Mothers, sons, daughters, and fathers are dying from the cold streets of major cities to the quiet fields of rural America. We are all feeling the effects of the opioid crisis. What can be done? That is a question I've asked countless law enforcement officials, doctors, nurses, addiction treatment professionals, and community leaders. There is no one solution to stopping the opioid epidemic in this country. This is a man-made disaster. We must face it head-on with education and awareness, addiction and recovery services, funding, prescription drug monitoring programs, and prevention. We need to prevent our loved ones from being dragged into the abyss of addiction and hopelessness. According to the CDC, 3 out of 4 new heroin users report abusing prescription opioids before using heroin. There is an easy step each of us can take to help with the prevention. We can get rid of our old opioid prescriptions at home. Why chance someone taking them? Why chance your loved one being a statistic? This year alone, 153 individuals in St. Louis County have already died of an overdose. How many of them started with prescribed opioids? How many started by taking prescriptions from a parent or a family member? If we could have saved just one of these lives by throwing away old prescriptions, then isn't it worth it? This Saturday, October 28th, local law enforcement and the Drug Enforcement Agency will be set up all around the country and in our neighborhoods for National Drug Take-Back Day. They are providing safe and easy locations for you to throw away unused prescription drugs. I have no idea how many people can and will be saved by this one simple act. But multiply this one act times thousands, and now we're getting something done. Mr. Speaker, this is an epidemic this nation has never seen. This is a disease of our own making. This week, there is something we all can do. Think about your household. Go into the hidden cupboards and see if you have old prescriptions. I bet you do. Take them. Find your nearest drug take-back location and throw them away. We need to restore hope in this fight, and it won't happen overnight. It will take work, prayer, patience, and vigilance. Hope can be restored, and if and when we band together to fight this epidemic, it will happen. So let's restore a little hope this week. Let's all join the fight to end the opioid epidemic. Mr. Speaker, I yield back.
General.